Okay, good morning. Or afternoon actually. We're gonna do a video tour of San Juan and out to El Camino del Sol. Here's the bay. Here's the port area, what they call the Malecon, which is the street along the front of the beach. There's my office. Across the street from the ocean, Ricardo's truck, who's the builder and property inspector I typically use. There's the main street. This goes up to the church. Here, this building across from me is under construction. It was recently purchased and they're going to remodel it and reopen it. So now we'll drive to El Camino del Sol. This is one of the main streets in town. It's the street that goes by the church park, and all in Central America, the church park is usually kind of like the center of activity in most towns. So I'm gonna drive by it. So you can see some people hanging out there. There's a playground in the church park. Over there, there's the church. There's always lots of activities going on around the church. Across the street, we just passed a big pharmacy that has a doctor who actually speaks English. So that's a nice perk to have. If you keep going straight, that goes to Pelican Ice. This is the main road going out of town here. Fight Club gym if you like to go to the gym, and then there's also another gym called Gymcito, which is more for lifting weights. Fight Club does more CrossFit. Here's the entrance into the Central de Salud, which is a health clinic. However, it's not utilized as much now because we have a hospital. This is the main entrance into town, the square right here, the gas station here. There's also another gas station at the port area. This road here, this is our mechanic, and that road goes up to phase 2 in Pelican Ice. Shops all along this road here. See, like some grocery stores there, clothing stores, various little things. At night, there's several ladies along the street that have their grills out front, and they do what we call tajadas, which are the fried plantain chips. Grilled chicken, pork, or beef, a cabbage salad, which is good as like a vinegar-based salad, kind of coleslaw type. Usually has some tomatoes in it. And there we just passed the road that goes south to the southern beaches. We're on the main road right now that leaves town, that you would take to go back to Rivas, and then to a little town called La Virgen, and from La Virgen you would turn left on the Pan American to go to Rivas, or right to go to the border. Here's Pali Grocery Store, which is actually owned by Walmart. We have a Pali here in town, and then we have in Rivas a Maxi Pali, which is like a super Walmart, but they're still way smaller than a Walmart or a super Walmart. And then here in town we just have the grocery store version, but they do have one aisle with a few items of clothing and school supplies and stuff like that. This area right here is where they usually have the bull riding, but this year we didn't have it because of the virus. For the San Juan days, each town has a Saints Day, and you usually have lots of festivals around the dirt road. It crosses the river. It's kind of a shortcut. If you're going from here and you're going to the southern beaches, you can do that. But you have to cross a river crossing, which doesn't always work for some people. Here on the right is a giant ferreteria. They sell all kinds of building supplies, blocks, dirt, you name it. They got it in there. So to the left here, you go in. This is Salt Bar. It's a new restaurant right there. But you go up the hill, and up there is the where Naked Tiger is, which is a very popular hostel for people. To the right to go to El Camino Del Sol, which is a yoga community. But if you keep going straight, in about 10 minutes you'll be at a town called La Virgin, and at that intersection in La Virgin is the Pan American Highway, which is a two-lane road, very similar to the one we're on, but they call it the Pan American Highway. If you go to the left, you go to Rivas. If you go to the right, you go to the border. From there, it's about half an hour to the border. And here is the entrance to El Camino del Sol. They put this bridge in, which is nice, so you can get into this development no matter how hard it's raining. They've paved the road going up the hill here, which is also very nice. It doesn't get washed out in the heavy rains. Here is the entrance. The gate's open right now, but that little guardhouse here is for the guard when they had a guard here. This little house on the right is owned by Ruth. I sold it to her. Ricardo added on the addition on the right. So like you can see the corner here from the right over is what the hammock over is what Ricardo added on. This little house over here is owned by Kenny, who owns Wrap and Roll. To the left is the driveway that goes up to the house that you're buying. So, but it's kind of rough, and I'm in my RAV4, so I'm not gonna drive up that way. But this goes up this main road within the development. The house you're buying is right up there. I don't know if you can see it or not through the trees. But this on the left is the community pool. So these are the steps that I walked up previously to get up to the house. So here's the community pool with the rancho up there, which is the yoga pavilion. You can see the bench there. There's a very nice house right here that is a good rental property. It's also for sale. There's a house down here that, they're doing some work on it. It's been for sale forever, but it looks like maybe they got it sold. They're painting it and stuff. And you can see a nice property here, another house up there. Definitely doing some work on that, so maybe they have a buyer now. Yay! Things are starting to move in San Juan, which is really good. I can go down this road, and that just goes across a dry riverbed and over to two other houses over that side, but I'll go up around this side here. side of it there. There's another little paved road. Now we're above the pool area. So here's one of the little houses here above the pool, and then another one over there. There's another little house down below the road. Bigger house up above the road. And a couple houses here. Big house up there, house here, and I'm gonna turn around right here. So, all right, I turned around and I'm coming back. You can see the view. There's lots of trees, bamboo. The houses are all tucked into the trees. So even though there's several houses right here, there's still a lot of privacy because of all the trees. Driving back out so you can see. And the house you're buying is right up there. Also, this road goes to the right here. There's a couple more houses back there too. So I think there's 2 houses that are finished back there. But here you've had a tour of the development, and now we're back at the entrance gate.